I would be surprised, honestly, if you pick second. I understand that Belo wants to go second, right? But I think the curve of Lim going first sometimes is just unbelievable.
Oh,
I agree with him.
Oh,
I would have
this
picked first.
This is a very good first hand, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
nice. Oh, we have the 5.
Ooh,
We have a 5 cost already, so I think he's gonna take Kuma here to
Yeah.
pop the 1-drop maybe.
For the 1-drop, indeed.
Yeah.
So here there is no reason for him to play a 1-drop.
Yeah.
You will
Six
always
drop
play it
Kuma.
on 4 down.
Yeah.
So just a blocker?
I mean, you attack
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I think the 3 cost makes the most sense, right?
The thing in
I
this
guess-
matchup is like it can be hard because Lim will take the first 2 life because
I think you search if you play
there's a lot of
stage, right?
2K.
Oh, he plays stage.
Yeah, I was thinking you
Oh.
search if you play stage because you want to set it up instead of playing the 3-drop. So I didn't know if he did, but now that we see he does, I think he's going to take Koala though here anyway.
You
It's
can also
really good
just develop Kuma or Koala to have like because if you develop Kuma or Koala, you can go really aggressive next turn
Oh,
and do like 4 times 5k swing. And the problem for Lim is like you want to take life in early game, but if you don't defend the 5k swing, the problem is later in the game you will be attacked by so much
I
big
like-
swing.
Ooh.
I like this a lot actually.
And he took it.
Yeah, because I think he's probably going to play 5 cost next turn. And if that hits like a Karasu with these 3 things in play, you're in an amazing spot, right?
Oh, no new gate, so it's really good, I think, for Enrico in this spot.
Yeah, I agree. Is he gonna go Koala and clear here? That's also possible. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's better than like the randomness of the 5-drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
like-
problem is like you have full board, you kill this board, and you can swing every turn, like free attack for only 1 card, and you will ask your opponent between 2 or 3 cards. It's like crazy good.
Yeah.
You do play the blocker here, right? It's like 5/5/5/5 and play the 3 cost, I think. Yeah, I think he's gonna play. He's gonna lead there, then go 3 times 5 and play the Karasu blocker, right? That's what I'm
This is
expecting.
insane, actually.
Yeah, it's really nice.
1 card in exchange for 9
here-
done.
Really important to mention to the chat because it's look easy and it's look unskilled, but what made Enrico was really good. Like on 3 dawn, we all wanted to play a blocker and he just played 2 characters to have free swing. And on 5 dawn, he didn't develop the 5 cost that is one of the best cards of the deck to just clear the unit and continue pushing damage and developing board. So that's why he's in a really good spot just because of his 3 dawn turn.
Yeah, to be fair, on 3, I didn't know if he was playing stage or something, and if you miss on a 2-drop, it's a little bit awkward. But I mean, of course, he knows his list, right? So I think the way he played this is really good. He's in a very demanding position now. Do they have Newgate? They do. Okay. Yeah, this Newgate was really important because I think if you didn't have Newgate here, it would be. Oh, that's really nice. So now you have a full board again. And I think he's gonna just swing 5/5/7 with the Koala. Yeah. I think you lead there. Yeah. 5/5 and then 7 with the Koala. I don't think
Can go
he's
6 also if you want 6/6. Depend on the 2k check if you're already.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. I don't
You
think
will start with
attack
2/5 for sure and see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ever attack board here though. But he throws 2k on a 5. I think you should feel very good going 5s here.
Yep.
I don't know. I think 5. He's gonna go board.
6/6 is okay, yeah.
Yeah, I like the 6s into the board. I like it. I think if you go face, you go 5/7. But if you go board, I like 6/6.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's very clear that your hand is just either only 2Ks or their 1K is like a new gate and they want to save it. So let's see. I mean,
you're not in danger of Mihawk or something now, so
you're in a very like Belo Bet is really ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think the game is already closed by Enrico and really well played. Lim doesn't have enough resources to fight all the board, cannot go face, so it's a little bit a checkmate position here.
Yeah, but attacking
But
8.
really, what an
8 into
explosive
3.
game from Belo Betty.
Yeah.
Yep, and as you said, that throwing one card away for actually 9 done, it showed here how good it is. That's
Okay, but let's see here, because he can always play Nazuma and then have 3 targets to leader effect. But I think the question here is, will he try to just push for game here, or is he going to play like into the board? Because your opponent only has 2 cards, right? So you could do either. I think here there is an argument for both going face and clearing board. I probably, the way I see it now, maybe I like going for board more, because if you attack with leader first, but it's really unlikely. It's interesting because I think it's very
think you
unlikely
clear
they
the board
survive.
every time, and because
Yeah.
here if you clear the board, you play Inazuma, you clear the board, and you put like 2 other characters, you have 5 characters. Like what can your opponent do? Like
Yeah, but-
going face is probably also lethal most of the time. Because here if you take, you can go 11, 13, and maybe it's lethal, like it's mat.
That's what I meant, right?
Mhm.
I think, yeah, I mean, there's no way they survive here, right?
nope.
Like, I think going for
Yes.
board is safe as well, but there is no way they survive here, so you have to go for it, right?
Oh yeah, 7 is
Yep.
nice because if he...
Let's go.
Okay, round 2. Oh,
Ooh, they are playing already.
they are
Okay.
playing already.
Okay, let's get to where we are, right? So we are on 5 dawn. They had a Kuzan on 4 dawn, and we have a Luffy that we can use to pop the Kuzan.
Mhm.
And I am assuming he will do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We did set up the toy soldier. It seems like for this turn.
Oh, there is no 2k in afterhand, so it will be a really good information for Lucci player. So you can abuse that for the next turn, and yeah, it will be probably a Lucci turn.
I think you save
And
this.
kill.
Because if you let this go, they just kill the other one. I think you have to counter this.
You probably have to, but it's really hurtful.
It's painful.
You have to keep,
Yeah.
you have to keep probably Luffy, because you know your opponent will play Lucci this turn.
Yes.
So if you play Lucci, you want to have something to pop it, because if you don't pop it, your opponent will just attack 7k on your 6k body, and because you don't have 2k, it will be really hard.
Could also be Brook here. Nothing.
Okay.
That's really good for you with the Luffy in hand. Because you can now get card advantage with Sanji. Like, you can play Sanji, draw, then Luffy pop the Laboon, and you can still keep 1 dawn open actually for the event. Because you don't have a 2k, you can keep the event open, right? I think it's actually really... Oh, maybe he's gonna go 7 instead of leaving the event. Yeah, okay. I would have... Yeah, let's see if he draws a 2k here. No. Okay, I like this. He gets the draw, he gets the development.
Yes, and
The
you
Nami-
have the body,
Nami-
so it's way better.
The Nami, I mean, the moment I said he didn't have the Nami, right? We drew it
Yeah.
from the Sanji, so yeah.
So
Yeah.
here it's a turn where you need to double clear. If you don't, you can be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because the next turn is most likely a kid into another thing, and he still has the Luffy to pop Rebecca or something. So he will need some Ina Lucci combo.
Do you
So
like the
probably
7? Or would you have kept the Dawn open here?
No, I like the 7. I don't think the Dawn matter a lot, because if you know your opponent want to play Ina, Rebecca, Lucci, something like this, he will not have that much done to swing big. And keeping the event is only good if you think your opponent will swing big. If your opponent doesn't swing big, it doesn't matter to have one done open.
I was thinking, like, imagine they attack like 8 and they play pistol on one of the things. That's what I was thinking.
It's not a very good turn. Like, they don't develop body, so...
I mean, it's better than this. This is even worse what they had now, right?
Yeah, but you are such in a good spot where I think you have to play only around what your opponent can allow him to come back. And the comeback was only with Rebecca, Ina, some Lucci. Or Ina Lucci and...
Looks like he's playing an 8 cost this turn.
Yeah,
pretty good, right?
Kill the Brook.
Kill the
Yeah,
Brook
he's
and
in a
play
really
it.
good spot.
Yeah, it's
And you have
amazing.
8 cost kid for next turn as well, so...
Yeah, I like this. That toy soldier is a little bit sad they are on the field.
Yeah, I think it's very good to set up Toy Soldier in this matchup in early game. If you have Lucci in hand, it's like it could have been really clutch because it would have removed one body like way earlier, and the pressure would have been way more easier to handle. So
Fleche, I'm asking this every stream if we have a new caster or a new person. Do you think Vegapunk would be tier 0 if it could attack?
Yes, for sure.
Yes, I think so.
Come on, Mario. You're asking this question every time. The answer won't change.
I have to check it with everyone.
Yes, I think you have to. If you have like 1, 2, you can play it like, but most likely 3 Dorp is always the play. But I think you play it on 1 and
just hope they don't have the Q.
Yeah, I think so.
It makes sense. Do you like leader effect here? Oh yeah, they are on 5 for sure.
Yes.
For sure, they're on 5. They're on 5. I thought they were on 4. That's on me. You always cut the 5 drop here, right?
And this card is like really broken if you don't use leader abilities. The 5 cost Ivankov.
Yeah, for sure. If I didn't see he was at 5. On 5, you definitely do it, I think.
What is weird is, okay, Teach is not attacking in early game, and I think it's a mistake that most of players that didn't play against Belo Betty made. Is like, in early game you want to attack the life of Belo Betty because like 95% of the trigger of Belo Betty is happening only if there is 5 life in total.
Yeah.
So you want to attack in early game and maybe after stop attacking in some mid game.
I guess in this case it's a little bit scarier because he played a blocker early, and if they trigger the Mink.
Yes, but it's only this one. Most of the blocker you give card to Belo Betty, okay. But the thing is, if you don't attack in early game and she will attack your life, and after, even if
everything
you
is
start attacking,
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first life you almost always attack, but I think after the first, I think you should kind of slow down. Let's see here.
You have free block. Do you want to take it or not?
I think I would free block here.
You keep your Devon alive because he will use his leader ability and switch on Devon if you take the free block.
But you can you're gonna counter one with Vasco anyway, I think.
I'm not sure because if you have trigger, you can like, it's okay sometimes to go really low on life against Belo Betty if you're able to manage to kill the board.
Yeah.
And you have Shiryu. Shiryu is really nice. Here, for example, I would have blocked with Devon and use a 2k.
Yeah.
And after the 9k, I would have take life or Vasco.
Yeah.
Because here you just lose 1k for nothing.
Now it's...
I
guess now we can Shiryu.
We can double Shiryu if we want to.
But
I think you wanna... You much rather do one Shiryu and kill
something. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like the 10 at Ivankov maybe, and kill the 3 drop more. I guess you can always attack 6 first. What do you think of that? Like 6 on the 4 first, then you can go still 10 into the 6 with and then if they both die, you can Shiryu the 1 cost. 7 at 6.
That's weird.
Okay, that I don't really understand.
I think it was okay to just go 10 on the 6 and see what happened.
And now he can't really swing 5k because of the 6k blocker.
I don't think I like this play.
I still have to
activate. Basically let them keep a 6k over
Here, I think he should have, if he want to do this play, he should have swing first live with leader and see what happens, to see if there is free block or not. Also, like, one thing that he didn't consider is like to swing with Devon. Because if you start swinging 10 with Shiryu, you can see if your opponent used too much card from his hand, you can start swinging with Devon and just say, okay, now I don't have my blocker, but if you have no board, I have free life, I'm safe. But I think still Teach is in an okay spot. Like, if he play perfect, I think Teach in this game would have been in a very, very good spot. But I think the game plan was really good in terms of leader ability and how to do the thing. I just think you should have like attack a little bit more in early game.
And I like this attack on Burgess since like the Teach is on 1 card only, so if he blocks this, the Devon will also die to the Koala. I do wonder if Enrico is playing Dragon, because Dragon is also like super good in this matchup. Do you still play
I don't know.
I don't think he has it in hand because he could have played Dragon first. If
yeah.
He can go 8-9. It's also okay. No, it's okay because he can go 8-9. And the thing is, if he has, you know, your opponent can go for game. It depends on how many counter you have in hand. But Belo Betty, there is a lot of trigger, like Karasu trigger, that can be really hurtful. Here, most likely, you want to just develop 2 body and try to kill next turn. But the problem from Enrico's side is like he know that opponent has 10 cost Teach. So you need to develop board to play around Teach, but probably you won't be able to kill next turn.
I think now it's where the awkward situation is, because now the lives are active, right? Now you are at 5, so now everything that comes from life is. So I'm assuming here we're just gonna. Oh, we didn't pick the 10 cost. Do you like not taking the 10 cost? I think I wouldn't mind having a second one now.
I think because you know your play is 100% 10 cost this turn, I would have start swinging 5
first
to see, because you need to at some point connect life and see if there is too much trigger, you cannot win this game.
I like it.
Are
I like 5
any triggers with on plays that you have to put off first? Or
there are, but like Kuma doesn't matter. Is there anything else that matters?
I don't think so, right?
I guess
there is Belo Betty that draws
Belo that draws a card. Yeah.
But I think in this spot it's not even sure that you leader ability. So yeah, I think you have to swing 5 for sure, and that's the problem. If this life is a trigger, you will regret to not have attack in early game.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Nope.
5 again. I think as Belo, you just take it here, right? You try to kill them next turn.
Yes, and now you probably okay.
That's the ticket we're talking about. That's something. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Here you probably stop attacking and just develop. I mean, it's okay. You can attack. There is trigger. Like there is already 5 character on board.
You just block here, right? No.
Yes.
I like the block here.
Karasu, yeah, and block. Okay.
I mean,
he leaves on place.
Yeah, I mean,
there is not that much on play that can disturb your ear.
Yeah,
like, there is 5 attack. Yeah, but Karasu is like 4 down for -1. Like he gain 1000 by playing Karasu. It's not that much. and you don't want to use one card. So if you use like leader ability for 1k and you play Karasu, it's like the same.
I think if they had like the Minx in play, then it would be different, because then you need to cut the Koala from killing your Devon. But I think in this case, it doesn't matter as much. And I guess Dragon putting 2 Dawn is not that much better than keeping the counter in hand. So I think it's okay not to use lead.
So here you need to connect like 5 times.
Yeah, he needs
and
a
he
rush.
has 4 attacks, so you need a rush.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, I think if they have Dragon here, it's very doable. Like Dragon leader effect here, yeah.
It is, but you need like to not take any trigger.
Yeah.
Like, because even Liberation making Dragon lose his rush ability, like Shigan kill like everything.
There is a world where you play Dragon and you swing with Dragon first, right? Like you play Dragon, you leader effect with Belo Betty just to play around all of the triggers. No, you don't think so?
No, because you don't have like, it's 8 Dawn and you will not have like enough big swing, I think.
You can leave the Koala last, right? That's a 9k as well. Actually, I like it.
Yeah, but the problem is like, what is your attack? So you attack 7 with your Belo Betty when it's like 0 life, or?
I mean, you mean they will take this, right? Like they take this 6, and then they will probably take the other one and just decide whether they counter or block the swings, right?
That's why I think I prefer to start without saying I have Dragon or not. Here, I think you always take.
But you have to leader effect first, because now they can lock your leader effect.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't change because they. Oh, this turn.
It does, because if this is Liberation and they block your leader effect, you lose, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because Kuma can't attack anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. But I guess if it's in Azuma in hand, you have to play it and then leader effect. That's what makes it awkward. If it's not Dragon and it's in Azuma, the rush you have. I mean,
in Azuma, I can go like 7/7. Yeah. Okay. It's probably in Azuma. Because after you can go 8/8/9. You never here. I think it's a mistake. You never block like you. Here we can go 8/8/9, and the thing is, because you block, you can just attack 7. And yeah, very good play from Enrico, because you block a 7 that make no sense. And now we will go 7/9/9, and if you have 2k, you lose for no reason.
Yep, and that's why you leader effect first, by the way, because this could have been relevant. Like the timing was good for him, to be honest. I think
that doesn't do any. Yeah.
Yeah, if the black hole was above, he would have lost. Right, so that's also good to see. But I guess he was playing. I don't know. I mean, it worked out at the end, but because he.
It's 8/9. Okay. It doesn't.
So Mourinho.
I can tell you, he's excited about the starter deck.
I would have guessed so.
No, but this Leslie is a friend of mine. I know him in real life, and the moment
Roberto chose to go second. I think he didn't play that much. Black Purple Luffy.
If you have Zoro in hand, you're happy that your opponent chose to go second.
Yeah, it's like Black Purple Luffy is a deck that is super powerful when you go first, because like Zoro, you have Zoro and Black Maria, and after you can go to 6 Dawn, into 8 Dawn, into 10 Dawn, and most likely, my favorite list of Black Purple is like you rush for the 10 cost.
Yep.
And he has it, so
you can't blame him for not testing this matchup.
But I tried this deck because I thought that it's a very cool idea. I like the concept of this black purple deck, so I did try a few versions. But I think before the starter, it's a little bit lackluster.
I honestly think after starters, this deck will be tier 1.
Maybe,
or at least tier 1.5 if we want to add that.
The new Luffy is really good, right? It's really, really good. So,
but the Robin as well Is it also a deck that has access to Giant, a lot of consistency because you can play a lot of searches as well. Like you have the event, you have Law.
Funky, you can cycle a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
The 2Ks are all nuts. Like you have the Sanji, you have the Usopp, the Robin itself is also a 2K.
I mean, 12
and
plays.
Also Black Sanji here would have been nuts. Sadly, didn't have it, but Black Sanji, it's like
also
like a big tempo swing.
I agree. I think having a 6 cost here would be amazing, but he's just gonna go double for Droba. Oh wait, no, double. He's gonna play like 5/5 and Robin maybe. I think I prefer 5/5 and Robin over just attacking big. I don't think the cost of your characters matter as much. Yeah, I think I'm happy with developing something here, just to be a little bit ahead on board.
What will be important is to not hesitate to block with Frankie, even 6k swing, because the turn where you want to do your Luffy secret, your opponent will be 6k leader. So all your character 5k cannot attack on the same turn. So you will need to give value of your character by blocking or letting him die before playing the 10 cost.
Yeah.
I think he also needs to draw something here. Boo. I mean, expecting them not to have it is. I mean, I think
it's quite
on
unlikely.
average they will have it, right? Like
Yeah, I think you can let him die, except if you want to push damage next turn.
If you counter here, then you block with Robin, right? Then you block the leader with Robin. It's either that or you just let it go.
Maybe his plan is not to turbo play the 10 cost Luffy.
Can he play
it could make sense.
No, he goes to 8, right?
Yes, he go to 8. So he has the choice between playing Sanji 7 cost or just attaching down and try to push damage
into the Luffy.
I think if you defend it the first time, you have to now, but whether it's blocking or not. I think if you block here, then you can't play 10. If you draw with this, you go to 7 and to 9. That is a little bit awkward for your 10 cost. But I don't like blocking and not using the effect.
He will use it. Ooh.
Oh, he play with Rosinante. Oh, I'm really excited to see his version. Oh, and with the 3 cost RAM, that is really good against Sanji Pudding.
Yeah, I know his list. It's hard for me to say because I know the list card by card. So, yeah, he's playing some interesting cards. I'll just say that. I don't know if you want me to spoil some of the cards.
Some players ask me not to spoil their list when we are streaming if we know them because special effects or decks.
I know. But there is. I think with this deck there is a lot of cards that you can try to. Ooh, interesting. He goes for Frankie here.
Yep, seems like he wants to go for more cards. Ooh,
okay, so now
that 2 cost event is pretty good, right?
No, the problem is that you're gonna go -2 Dawn.
Yeah, and because he used Robin effect, he cannot go 10 cost next turn. And I think going 10 cost next turn was quite important because Green Purple Luffy has some trouble to deal with big character. And if you're able to play fast, like a 12k body, it will be like 1 blocker or 1 life every turn. And
now it's
with black purple Luffy, you are a deck that has a lot of defense and you also have a lot of blocker. So if you're able to play fast your 10 cost Luffy, and after you can go with Sanji, with Frankie, keep down open with Giant, because every turn you know your Luffy will attack, take 1 life, and you can put a wall with this deck. It's like really crazy.
Yeah, it's like 7/6/6, right? I would attack with the blocker.
That's why I would have let Zoro die and just swing with Frankie or with my leader Big. And just on this turn, I would have blocked with my Frankie because I know next turn my Frankie will not attack because I want to play 10 cost Luffy.
But you will attack here with Frankie, right?
Here in this spot,
you would go 7 with leader or 6/6/6.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 8/6 here. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
Yes,
6 with Zoro,
I
8 and
think,
leader.
yeah.
And keep the Frankie active, I guess. He's going for
But it
board.
changed all the plan, the fact that he lose one don with Robin.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I agree. I think it was correct to let the Zoro die there, just so you can play 10 cost on curve. But or just if you want to save it, double 2k there. But I think it's a very
that's why I
expensive.
think playing Robin was not that good with 3 don. You can just double swing with bigger attack. Like this, you push your life.
Like
And
6,
after
7.
you play your Frankie, yeah, the turn where you play like, yeah, exactly, 6, 7, you try to pressure life. And just after you play for your 10 cost. And your 10 cost should be enough.
I don't mind playing the Robin there to save it for after you 10 cost, but you don't have to use it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what is crazy with this deck is like when you play your 10 cost, you will have like 6 done, and you give back the end to your opponent, and next turn you have 8 done. So you can still play like Frankie, Robin, like 1 done on your leader, and still have 1 done open like for Giant. Like really crazy.
That's why I like the early game Black Marias in this deck as well, because they get a lot of value after the 10. Like they get a lot of value towards the turns, because you can use lightnings way more aggressively. Because now the lightnings are awkward in the hand, right?
Yeah,
because he wants to Frankie every turn. But he's at 7 done now. He's going to 9. It's a little bit awkward.
I feel like that in this kind of game, the 10 cost is you have to play it like as fast as possible. Like green purple will never deal with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. If someone has some trouble to deal with 10 cost, I think it's quite good to play it as fast as possible, because you can take life. You don't care. Like you will have blocker and you will have a lot of counter. Like look the like it's only 2k. Like the board is only blocker. Like this deck is really like you put one big threat, and after you put a wall, and you hope like your big threat like is enough to kill your opponent.
I'm trying to think of how can we get back in this game. Tough. We can't rest anything. We're only going to get to 10 cost next turn, but they already have 3 Sanji puddings in play. It's tough. It's tough out here.
And some small
Need
updates.
To go face, I think.
Sorry?
Just go ahead.
Yeah, you need to go face here. You need to think how to win this game. Here, the problem is I feel like he played to not lose and not to win. Here, I think you have to go like probably even with a Frankie like 6k face, 6k face, like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I would have attacked with Frankie last turn too, to be honest. I think I would have went like 6, 6, 7 last turn, and just basically pressure their hand. Because like imagine if in our 8 don't turn, we just swung 6, like 8, 8, 8 pass, and then 10 cost 6, then 8, 6, 10, right? Then you put a lot of pressure into their hand. Because I think time is not your friend in this matchup.
Here you could have go like 6. Here I think it's same. You want to keep one don open, but I think you will never use this don. Because if you use this don, you lose your win condition. I prefer to die here on the turn.
Yeah.
So that's why you go 9, 6. He could have just went 7, 8. If your opponent has no 2k, it's like it can change a lot.
If you die here, you shake their hand and you're fine with it, right? But I would rather play to win than play this defensive game, which is very unlikely I'll win in the end.
That's why here the problem is like very few optimization. Like when he plays a Robin, he attack 5-5 instead of 6-7, so he lose like 3k counter. Here he could have won like 7-8, so he lose 1k counter more. So a lot of small things that we cannot notice in game, and we feel like, okay, I was unlucky or things like this. But from this game, I feel like the Black-Purple Luffy lost between 4 and 6k counter. And at the end, when you want to go for game with his 10 cost Luffy, maybe in Roberto end, it will be only 4k counter. And we are like, okay, it was not close. But in real, it was really close, because 4k, I think he could have like, I don't know what to say, but just sequence or play better to ask more counter the previous turn.
Yeah, I agree. I also think not rushing into the 10 cost is going to hurt him this game the most of all of the decisions. Yeah. But now, I don't know, this game looks insanely tough, right? You don't have an angle to go for lethal. It's tough out there.
Yeah. And the green-purple has like 10 cards in hand, so they are not dying the upcoming turns as well.
But imagine if in this turn we had a 10 cost rested. Right? Like our board would look similar to this, but we would have a 12k. This game all of a sudden it looks like a little bit different, right? Like maybe we have a chance then. Yeah, because let's say he plays 10 cost, right? Then he goes to 3, then he goes to 6, then he goes to 8 dawn. Then he could easily on the 6th dawn turn play a Frankie and be on the same board, but instead of Sanji, there would be a 12k rested. Right? So I wonder what Roberto is thinking. Maybe he has Luffy and he's thinking if he should go for game.
Maybe you want to use the 2-cost spell, rest Frankie, and do 2 very big swing.
I think if you have it, you go for it for sure, right? There's no way they survive. Like so.
Depends if he can survive on while keeping dawn open on Luffy.
But isn't it mathematical actually? So okay, so 6 we play Luffy, we buff, then we rest that, and we gain back like 6 dawn. It's 6. So then you can go 4 on Luffy. Then that is 14 twice. I think it's actually impossible to counter, even if all your hand is 2Ks.
Holy
so then you have to go for it, right? It's 14 twice plus a 6. It's impossible.
I want to see how many counter in Roberto and just to see if the Luffy, like 2-2, not that much, to be honest. It's like 6-7k counter.
Like 4 cards.
Maybe with the tempo turn, like just really go fast to 10 cost Luffy.
Yes, very sure. So also what I really liked about the fundamentals video about from you, Fleche, is that you are not only covering like the fundamentals and the cards, but also the things apart, like being healthy or like time management and whatsoever. Like those are very important stuff that some people sometimes just forget.
Yes, no, it's really, really important. It changed a lot of things in
we didn't take
like in the long term.
Did you guys see? What? Sorry I interrupt you, but that was very interesting.
I didn't see.
He had Morgan in the search and he picked the 4-cost Zorojuro instead.
Yeah, I think you need the board against Belo Betty to contest the
But
attack.
you have Sanji.
Yeah, but Zorojuro is 6k body. Like Sanji also, but like Zorojuro, if he has to use the durability to kill your Zorojuro, I think it's not that bad in early game.
Really? You don't think it's good to play Sanji this turn and then Morgan on the Python?
Like, why not Zorojuro next turn? Like, why you want to play?
Because if they go like, what is it called?
Karasu?
Plus Karasu? Your Zorojuro just looks terrible, right? Then.
Maybe.
He has Karasu.
Yeah, but if it's only Karasu, it's okay. I think you prefer to develop Zorojuro.
I don't know. I think we want to play around the worst case scenario, right? Because imagine if this was Ivankov Karasu here.
Yeah, but the matchup is already bad, so I don't think like if there is Ivankov Karasu, the problem is like you don't develop board, and if you don't develop board in this matchup, I think it will be hard to win it.
So you would have taken Zorojuro there as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think like if there is Ivankov Karasu, I accept to say GG.
I don't know. It's hard for me to think like that, to be honest, because I don't know.
It's like if you play around the best card of your opponent well, but you still lose the game, I feel like it's better to not play around it, right?
No, I get it, but do you think our board is better now? If they go Koala plus a 4-cost, do you think we're in a better spot with the Zorojuro than them not having the Karasu in play? I don't think so. I think we're in a much, much worse position here.
Oh, shit.
Like, this Zorojuro provides absolutely nothing, right?
It will allow you to attack 2 times on Karasu. The problem is if you don't have the Zorojuro, okay, there is no Karasu rest. So,
but let's say something else. Imagine, because I don't like the attack here from the Karasu. Imagine if we just passed now as Belo Betty.
Ooh, no
right?
2Ks.
Like with Koala double active Karasu. All of a sudden, this board Sorojuro Sanji here is they look like now it looks okay because we attacked with the Karasu, I guess.
No, I think you're still in a really bad spot from Red Purple, but this matchup is really cursed. It's like
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's copying from my side, but I think we would be in a much better spot if we killed the
because if
Karasu.
he doesn't have second Karasu here, I think like you're in a maybe in a spot where you can win the game.
I don't know. Like,
Because
what if this,
because
was
if he
the
doesn't
mink?
have
What if this was like the mink instead of the second Karasu? It's still the same. You're still in the same position, right? Because you can't play the blocker. I guess he's just gonna go full events here.
Ooh.
yeah, you try to survive and you try to kill next turn, but
Yeah.
two Karasu on the board. The problem, the swing will be wow. That's
Oh.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
this deck is like you play basically a leader with only 3 life. You like the fact
What?
that you are 6k doesn't matter against Belo Betty. Even if you are 7k, it's like the problem is like 9k swing is too much.
I think he's gonna pick up Sanji and play Robin, but I think Giant is more. It's more defensive. But I think maybe he's thinking he wants to still be able to go to 9 Dawn next turn. I think that's
Right.
what I'm seeing here. Because here the Kuma 2 cost is
And
really good.
we need to survive first. Like
They don't have it. They don't have Kuma.
Yeah, but 9k swing is like
It's big. It's big.
oh my god. It's like
Yeah.
9k swing and it still has like 7 don't open. What can you do?
Mm-hmm.
It's like and your leader will be 4k. Like you imagine you play a 6k leader and your leader is 4k. You have only 3 life, like this matchup is like and it's basically the same. And I think it's even worse for blue purple. Because here you play a small blocker, you play small character in early game.
Can they even survive here? I don't think so, right? It's over. They're
No,
dead. You can split the Dawn with Koala and the leader, and
my god.
it's impossible, right? You have to go 2-2-1 here. No, it's. I guess you take this for Morgan,
So you
but
can.
you saw 3 already.
But Morgan.
It's
Morgan the
minus
Koala
5.
makes it a.
Yeah, I guess you can
I
survive.
think, yeah. You Morgan here, right? You take for Morgan. That's the only way you survive.
Yeah, but
I
you have
think
7 and you attack 12. Oh, you defend 12 face if you take this one.
we could, right? With
Oh.
we had 3 2Ks.
Yeah, but you are 4k leader. You are not 6k.
Oh, was it exactly? Wait, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 12. So you die exactly then, right?
Yeah.
You die exactly with Morgan too. So it doesn't matter, I think.
4K leader doesn't seem that good. No.
Honestly, I really doubt that Enrico won the attack here.
I like the 8. It's like, okay, maybe I will play one free cost blocker. But if you don't
Really?
defend this 8, I will attack like 12, 13. It's like how much you need like to be sure of to have little? It's like 12, 14? Can you go 12, 14? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? No, he cannot.
No.
So I like the 8 if he has a free cost blocker in hand.
With leader?
Yeah?
I think 9 if he has a 3, right?
Yeah, on 9.
Yeah. Then I agree.
Now, okay.
And now it's 12, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
GG's.
Wow. Oh my god, yeah, and he has free cost blocker in.
For today.
Oh. You have the
Yeah.
searcher, so I think you want to keep this hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure. And
Yep.
you can be able to go Karasu on Freedom. If you have another 1 cost, I think you would have made the same play with 1 cost, 2 cost.
Seems like he's going for the curve play.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
And what he needs is ready. He wants the 5 cost. The 5 cost Ivankov that can summon something. Imagine if next turn he play 5 cost Ivankov on 5. And has like 4 character on board. And next turn he's like, he can go crazy.
I think 5 cost Ivankov into Karasu here is actually insane. Like, if he would have like an opening play like that, it would be. I felt like from the GP side, the double Karasu hands are really hard to beat.
I'd be right back as well.
Yeah, but it felt like as long as they don't have too many copies of Karasu, it felt okay. But maybe I don't have that many games, to be honest, to be
The
able
thing
to.
is, his turn here is not very good because most of the time you want to have the 4 cost Ivankov or the 5 cost Ivankov, and he doesn't have it.
I agree.
But he can still go with Lindbergh and next turn Koala and do really crazy stuff. Like you go Lindbergh this turn, next turn he can go like Koala with Karasu and swing big with other stuff.
You can even go 6 cost Koala into 2 cost Koala, right? Next turn.
It's possibility, yes, as well.
Yeah. But I think Lindbergh is the correct play here. It also opens like a weird play, I know, but it also opens like double Koala to pop the Sanji Pudding if you want to, but maybe it's just too much resource investment. Oh, actually, no. It opens Karasu. No, it opens Karasu Koala to pop the pudding, right? Because you can Karasu the pudding and then Koala makes the 3k.
Yes, but you don't play your Koala 6 cost, so we'll see what he decides between 6 cost Koala or Karasu 2 cost Koala.
I think I like it. If you play 6 Koala, you can't pop the Sanji Pudding, right? You're popping the Zoro. So let's see if he values the 6k blocker more than killing the Sanji Pudding. I would say from the point of view of Green Purple, it would hurt me more if they killed my Sanji Pudding.
But the body is way bigger. Like you develop a 6k body instead of a 3k body.
3k? No, it's Karasu instead of Koala instead of Karasu.
Yeah, but Karasu allow you also to swing like way more easier, like 7 on 5 and things like this. But
I like this play.
You decide with this play, and next turn you will go for.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I like this more as well.
Because Karasu and leader allow you to swing also with Belo Betty 1 cost.
Yeah, I would do this play as well.
But yes, for life, I think he's thinking, okay, my opponent has to go on my board, and if my opponent go on my board, I can next turn go with Koala.
And as long as you don't let them double pudding, the advantage doesn't grow that much, I think. I just don't like letting GP play the full game with 2 puddings in play. I think that's why I would starve them a little, like hurt them a little bit on the dawn part. We're gonna kill the Karasu. Nice, I like it.
We are really getting convinced about that card, right?
Yep, it's a cool card. So we are. It seems like
that's a good top deck.
But did you also see he picked up stage, but he chose to leave a dawn open instead of playing it? So it seems like he's valuing Giant.
Yeah, because you can die. You can die if you have a lot of bricks in hand. Not on open. I think he can be scared about dying.
Yeah, so I think maybe as a Belobet, you also see this as a sign that maybe they don't have that much counter if they're leaving Giant open this early.
Okay, so you can pass and keep your board, and next turn try to go with really big swing.
I like it. Seeing no Ivankov also is not. I think if we had an Ivankov here, would be amazing.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Because then it makes your Karasu draws like massive. But I mean, the Lindbergh in play is already really good. But let's see. I think the card I'm looking for here is like 4-cost Zoro. It's important. It's nice here, the green one. I think I don't think you could die here. No.
No.
What does the 2-cost event rest? The 5-cost?
Ooh.
I think it does. I think the demon aura is 5-cost, right?
Yeah,
That it
yeah,
rests?
5 cost indeed.
Yeah, so your koala is safe.
Yeah, you want to kill next turn? Or not? Do you want to play for one more turn? Probably it's look like
I think you have to
Player.
kill, right? Yeah. It looks like you won't survive another turn. But we're gonna cycle a lot of cards this turn, I think, and maybe end up on a. I guess the blocker, like a Robin here, does nothing. Well, actually, it doesn't do nothing. It draws a card, right? So I think if you have only one giant in hand, playing Robin here and leaving 2 Dawn open is actually not bad, because then the Robin can hit a second giant, right? And I don't think you need that much Dawn to kill them next turn from 1 life. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a blocker here, even though they can kill it with Limburg. I mean. Very interesting. I want to know what he's thinking.
Wait.
He's thinking to take or to try to play for one more turn, because he can also try to.
I meant from the side of Robin. I meant from the side of Roberto. Yeah.
3 Dawn open, and here no blocker. You can do big swing, but probably 3 giant.
But this is your last turn as Belo, right? So we are going for it. I think the question is. Okay, no, there is no question. I was thinking, do we ever develop anything? But no, it seems like we're just going 8.
We have to go for it.
10s, I guess. I think 10 is nice. Maybe I prefer 8 to see how much counter versus giants they have, because the 10 they will always take, right? I think I would have tried to take the life with an 8 here this turn, and I would like to check how much counter they have left, because this now makes it awkward. I don't like because you know why I don't like this? We took their life with a 10 and now we attack smaller. While I would have been much better to take the life with a smaller hit and then attack the bigger. That's why I think the order of attacks here I'm not a big fan of.
But here it's never like, it's always to giant.
Yeah.
Or at least
know,
one.
But
Belo Betty gets really bad end in mid game. He saw no Ivankov.
Yeah. But let's be honest. I think he could have attacked better this last turn. But with 3 giants, he had another giant in hand, so it didn't matter. Right?